Hold up.
I don't know how long I can keep
Do it, you won't.
Vocals 2. And
I think that's
that's
perfect, Tim. That's you definitely. It feels better for me.
all right.
Except they make me growls all the time.
So, welcome to chapter 15. And I know I said I was going to do like a long uh, update at the fives, but I didn't do one for tonight, so maybe I'll start that next week. Getting into the headspace. You guys arrived in the village of Willowbrook to find an era of tension among the locals, who were gathered around the Mayor Arlen, and they were expressing concerns. The mayor saw you guys come into the village and broke his conversation to shake your hands and welcome you to the village of Willowbrook. You guys had a conversation. He gave you the deets on like where the inn and the market and all of that were. Even a hat maker. I don't know what that word that you were saying, but a haberdashery.
Haberdashery, and they don't just make hats. It's usually fine gentlemen's clothes.
Oh well, this one is a hat maker, not a haberdashery.
Sounds like we're gonna have to make multiple stops, gentlemen, and ladies.
You guys, you did get the feeling that something was up. You also, I think, at this point, learned that there were a couple boys missing. That were on their way to Silent Pines and they haven't returned. And the brewers, no, like not a brewer, just their last name is Brewer. That was their last name. And there is a reward up for any information leading to their recovery. You guys then made your way to the inn where you were met with male and female halfling owners. Nyx did a little bartering for a break on price and food for a performance the following night. You met a female, Miss Whitleaf, and she was delivering some honey, and it was less honey than she normally delivers. You guys gathered from that conversation. I believe you even had a brief interaction with her, and all of that. You ate some food. You had some drinks, and Mayor Arlen swung by your table, and you guys immediately asked a question that he probably wouldn't want, being talked about in a place this public. And he said, "Meet me in the morning. My house is on the west side, northwest side." And he slid you a card. Who grabbed that card? It was Killian. And Killian, you looked at it and you saw the Veiled Agency logo and Captain Arlen Brightwood on the back. I don't think. Was there anything that we should put in the recap that happened during the time you were arrived, or is that everything?
We went to bed right after that.
Yeah, you went to bed
Yeah.
right after that.
I think that was real.
Where Nyx had, or not Nyx, Cyrus had a dream or a vision And briefly, you guys were woken up at one point in the middle of the night with Cyrus flying over you with these wings out. Now, my question to you, Cyrus, is:
Yeah.
are the wings? Describe them to us. Like, what's the wingspan? What is it? Is it the same as your body color, or what?
So I would say my wings currently, they are they're both the same, like texture, same look. I guess kind of like bat-like wings, but one is white and one is black.
Perfect. You guys jump up, notice that confused, dazed, you all fall back asleep as Cyrus does. And Celeste, as you fall back asleep, you find yourself standing at the edge of a bottomless pit, the walls of which are carved with countless anguished faces frozen in silent screams. An unforeseen force pushes you forward as you move your feet. The stone before you begins to crumble, and you start to tumble into the darkness. And as you fall, the air grows colder. You start to hear these faint whispers of the damned. These laughs start to cackle as you look around, and you can see these undead faces cracking their jaws and protruding from the walls, like stretching, like almost like a slime or gelatin. The wall begins to apparate into that. Come with us! You know, you want all of these different pleads for you to join them as you're falling, reaching up, trying to grab everything. Like, you reach up and you try to grab the wall, and it just turns to this ooze. And it slips your fingers, and you start spinning around. And as you spin around, you're like falling face forward into this bottomless pit. And this massive skull reaches up from it, jaw cracks open and just swallows you. And in that moment, you jump out of bed, heart beating fast, blood. Both of your hands are in fist form, and you can see on your right hand your nails are cutting into your skin, and you feel the warmth of a little bit of blood start to pond in your palm. Roll me a wisdom save, please.
That's a nat 20 for 22.
Woo! All right. In that 30 seconds after you focus, learn the breathing exercises that you and your partner used to work on in your dojo back in Aquanor, it was just a dream. Just a dream. And then that you feel like that cloak of exhaustion that has been, on you for the past 36, 48 hours. Release off. And you see like shadows. Like not a lot, but like a napkin of shadows leave you and just fly into the window crack and out the window As you gather yourself, calm yourself down, you find your sleep, and you guys all wake up in the morning with another long rest.
Celeste is wrapping her hands. Not that anyone saw anything. She's just, a monk just wrapping her hands.
We'll say it's, mid morning, 8 o'clock by the time you guys all wake up and get your gears on and prepare your spells and do everything that you need to do to be ready for a day of adventuring. Is there anything you want to do?
Well, look, I know we have plans for this morning to meet Mayor Arlen Brightwood. Mayor Brightwood?
Yep.
But before we do, I think there's a few items I'd like to address.
The man would like to take at least an hour this morning to cast Find Familiar again.
Okay.
Otto would also like to try to find a moment where Figrin is relatively free.
I'd say you have a couple hours before you're ready to move on with your day, where you guys are collecting yourselves. So, role play it out, baby.
I'm gonna say this more of an aside to Figrin. No offense, other team. I did roll the dice on this, but it just feels like, look, Fig, I need to tell you something, and it's gonna sound a little crazy, okay?
Please go on.
So, you know my father's watch, right? Well,
Yes.
man, I guess it's my watch now, but look, before I get to that, actually, hold on. I'm gonna reach in and pull out a piece of vellum. And I don't carry vellum. Usually, I just carry parchment. And I'm gonna show you this design. It's an updated modification to my Derringer. Fig, my father gave me this. And I think it's the final piece of what I need to get started. Rather than fixating on the rotating barrel, this just has two barrels on top of each other. Got most of it rigged, but I'm not sure how to encapsulate the charges that we've discussed. All right, look, more importantly here, you can keep that. Take a look at it, think it through. More importantly, my father is, he's alive. Well, he's not alive. He's not dead. No, my father is still here with me, and he lives inside this pocket watch. And I know what you're thinking, and I can go in there and I can talk with them. But when I do, I need someone who I can trust. Keep this pocket watch safe.
So what you're saying is your father. Say that.
I fucking love the look of it, but
I know. I was loving it. I was taking it. What you're saying is your father. You're imagining your father in your watch, or the spirit of your father lives in your watch.
I would say probably closer to the latter, but I'll be honest. I'm a little foggy on the details, and I'm not going to write off the fact that I may be going in fucking sane. However,
It's possible that your father. I've heard of this, and I'll go through my notes and spellbook. Perhaps your father copied his consciousness into the watch, and perhaps he really is dead and gone.
So either way, as long as you're comfortable with the fact that I am communicating with him in a two-way manner, I just need to know, will you keep this watch safe when I go inside to study and work?
I will keep your trinkets safe for you, Otto. I am not comfortable when any beings are communicating in front of me, but
Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot to me. And with
it
that,
means very little for me. It's a much simpler task.
I'm gonna ask if Figrin would accompany me, and we'll go interrupt whatever Killian is doing.
Just one moment. And I'll finish ritually casting Find Familiar, and this crystalline purple cat will just form together, like ding, 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 like just moves very clunky, very jagged edges to it, big purple eyes. When you scratch it, it's like scratching stone. Like the ground is ready.
Perfect. So I'm gonna do this a little uncomfortably. I'm taking my pocket watch off, and I gotta undo that little loop that I do through the button, and I'm gonna hand it to Fig with sort of a two hands in a sacred manner. As we walk towards Killian, I don't even know what he's up
Gingerly
to.
take it and just put it in his robe, really close to the amulet. They're very close together.
So, Killian, is your bag nearby?
I think yours is as well, Otto.
All right. So I wanted to thank you for carrying everything for me. It really means a lot. And if you want, I can take some of it back. So I'm just gonna dig through your bag. I'm gonna dig out my fine clothes. I've got 3 days of rations, a hempen rope about 50 feet, and then I've got 4 torches. I'm gonna leave one of them in there for him. You know.
Do you want your sconce?
Yeah, you know what? And my sconce. I'll take the sconce as well. Is there anything else I'm forgetting?
I'll dig in my bag a little bit.
In fact, if I could, one good turn deserves another. If there is anything of weight that I could carry on me physically that you don't want to carry for a little while and we don't use very frequently, I could maybe take that burden from you with all the strength of my ancestors, and by that I just mean my father.
No, I'm good. I'll carry my own things for right now. Appreciate it though.
Thanks so much. I really do appreciate it. And then as we're turning, I'll be like, all right, Fig, I'll see you in a few. And then I'm just going to just kind of vanish into the watch, and I'm going to deposit a bunch of...
Why was I summoned here? He just like Figuring just looks at Killian and goes back to his room.
Hold on.
Could have stayed there.
You do hear that bit of arcane humming coming from the watch as Otto vanishes, and it is like a light blue pulse that all of you guys do notice as you enter in the watch. And this watch, this is the first time I've got to describe this. Inside this room, Otto, is a circular large room that has probably like 5-foot ceilings, and in the center is just a not a cascade, but like in the center is a bunch of gears. And I want you to think of this like you Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and you are now inside a watch.
That was my hope too, Andy. So thank you
On
so
the
much.
on the far side, about 40 feet away from you, because this is about 50 by 50 gnomish feet inside this watch. You can see the silhouette of an older rock gnome tinkering away on like this curved workbench that has every tool that you can imagine, and some that you've never seen in real life.
I'll keep this quick for the rest of you guys. I am going to take some of the stuff that I took back from Killian, and I'd like to think that there are unique places for all of it within this mind palace.
Yes.
My fine clothes will go on a hanger somewhere.
I don't.
You know,
The chests are on the south wall. I just made them, finished them for you. They should be able to hold quite a substantial fitting. Fine clothes go on the southeast wall. All right, I made a coat rack, a closet for you, and even check out the inside of the door. I think you'll like it.
ooh, that is a nice mirror. And by nice mirror, I mean the frame. A mirror is a mirror.
As
But
you move the door out, you do see the mirror, but what comes off the mirror is like articulating hat hangers. And on this, they spin out as you look at the door, and you can see one that is like a flat top, very classic 50s hat. And you can see another one that is old and yet majestic. Not a full gnome like a regular gnome hat, but it does come up to a point to a little bit. But there's all of these colors and shifts, and almost like iridescent as you look at it. Like, you can see reds go into blues, and then the blues go into like greens, and it's just beautiful, odd.
Is this something I could try on, or I mean, and also, does this look like something I recognize? Like, have I seen my dad wear it once or twice?
Not really. No, I'd say no. Actually, roll me a history check.
Ooh. Yikes. A 10?
No, nothing you see
Okay.
more.
I'll tell you what, I would like to I'll go over, grab some of the leather padding for the vise. I'm gonna vise up my Eldritch Derringer and just try to line up the two barrels, and I don't know how this is mechanically fucking possible, but somehow make it so that when it hammers, the striking pins fire simultaneously. So it's a 2-shot Derringer, but you pull the trigger once, and something like that.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me a tinkering.
Ooh,
Tinkering check.
I'm good at those. How's a 25?
Yeah, I think it takes just like that first few minutes of walking into another artisan's workshop, and you're like, oh, I would have put these here and these here, but you quickly find the madness to their layout and the metals, and start working on this traption. And actually, I say with that, you make a trigger that is 2 pieces that has a push pin in it. So if you don't want to fire 2, you don't have to fire 2. Or if you want to fire 3 or 4, you start working on this piece. All right.
Excellent. And with that, I think perfect time to fade to black.
Okay.
To someone else.
Yeah. Celeste, Cyrus, Killian, anything you're doing before you got the groups ready for their day?
Am I aware of my wings?
Yeah.
Like I'm assuming they're not out right now, but
Yeah.
like
Tucked in. Yeah. I'd say probably like the first 30 minutes, there's a couple like tasks that you do for your day where that you're really, this is fluid. That you've been doing this since day 1, and now like you do notice that there is a bit of body manipulation that you have to do to do the same tasks. And you look back, and as you do think, and or sink your woken eyes on this, in the back of your head, you hear Eleutheria.
I'm sorry, what was that name?
Eleutheria.
Eleutheria. Oh boy. What the fuck is going on?
And there's just a flash, like a 5-second daydream to the vision that you had before, where you were defending this arcane gate from Umbra Dream-esque intruders.
Okay. Oh fuck, we gotta figure that out. Oh, what the hell was that? Okay, research. Is there a library somewhere here?
I mean, there probably is something, but you're smart enough to know the size of Willowbrook. It's probably not vast. It's probably like a local library. You want to get to one of the cities, Crosshaven, or back to Aquanor, Meladoria.
Maybe talking to myself, and maybe Figurin might know. He's smart. Hold it off now. Okay. Hold it off now. Figure it out later. I thought, who's never wanted to fly before? And I'll like kind of do a lap around the city or the town a little bit while everyone's kind of out doing their thing.
You see Cyrus like shoot out the window.
Gideon, Celeste, could Cyrus always do that?
I don't.
This is new.
I don't think he had those.
I am not the most perceptive, and I care very little what you do. But that is strange.
It's not great. Probably, just maybe ask him about those when he gets back.
I mean, I have the ability to have spectral wings appear, so I did not know if this is something that is common to other races.
No, at least in what I've seen, most people don't have wings.
Totally normal. That's fine.
Killian, Celeste, is there anything you want to do before the party's good?
Celeste did her morning calisthenics, just whatever she does.
Yeah, you're probably out
Yeah.
running around in the village.
I've been
and
awake for a while.
And you notice Cyrus like flying up and around. Start to follow him. If there's nothing, Cyrus, you land back on the window perch. Celeste makes her way back up through the inside of a somewhat bustling time of the day, as there's a lot of people eating like a late morning breakfast or a mid morning breakfast. You do notice most of them to be halflings, and with a few good sized humans mingled in. But you guys make it up, and your day begins. What would you like to do?
How long do we have before we meet Arlen?
Oof. I mean, he said in the morning, so I'd say, you have the flexibility of a few hours.
Okay. I know, personally, I want to go visit the blacksmith, but I know Otto wanted to come as well.
Yeah.
Is Otto still in his watch?
Yeah.
Has anyone seen that short guy talks a lot?
Otto is in a pocket dimension within my pocket.
Is it
Is that like a metaphor for something, or?
No. He is
I want to go get food.
He is
probably
in a
Just
pocket
walk
dimension
around the
within
door.
his pocket watch, which is in my pocket.
Honestly, looking around is probably a good thing Otto's not here.
He can see and hear you.
Oh, that's okay. As long as they can't hear him.
That's crazy.
And Killian will just kind of gesture towards the...
Are you referring to all the racism?
Yes,
Who's-
yes, Vigrin.
Who's being racist?
Oh, Otto all the time.
Have you not been around?
Oh, no, I thought you meant someone. Yeah, okay, no, checks out.
I know it's much less hate at the moment, but
All right, what time are we meeting him?
I think it's at our leisure, Silas.
we seem to have a few hours. Do you know when Otto will be back, Vigrin?
I do not know the limitations of his travel.
Well, if you want to come to the blacksmith, you're more than welcome. If not,
I do not wish to be left alone. I will travel with you.
I'm down at the bar getting eggs and tea and stuff.
Yeah. Eggs,
I
tea,
think I'm gonna join Colette.
and like pancakes. I'm gonna say there's
I mean,
a whole
she's
lot of
eating
pancakes.
she's eating like a teenage boy. Like that's exactly what's happening.
Do they have French toast?
Not called French
called
toast.
French,
Yeah.
No, it's mostly
Do you have Elven toast?
Elven toast.
it's more of like a potato pancake.
You lackeys.
Perfect.
So, I mean, we can smother some eggs on outside of a pancake if you want. Throw a little bit of spices.
Yeah, I don't know. The pancake sounds great. Thank you. Meat, like bacon.
Bacon, sausage.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have some bacon too.
bacon. All
Awesome.
right.
Bacon. Yelling
Bacon
at
up.
the table.
Yeah. I mean, you
Gideon,
guys
shall we go?
get what you want. The people that do bring it out to you do like hope for a tip. You can see like the bit of glimmer in their eyes as they bring it out and greet you and do all of that. But breakfast is on the house.
I'll lean to Killian. See, this is what I was talking about when I said we would be robbed. People know we have money now.
No, they're expecting a tip, and
Because they know we have money.
I'll give them
It,
2 copper when they come by.
it's service, the service industry. There's a gratuity that's expected. I mean, if you have servants,
Yes, but they expect,
servants are great.
I
You
am
don't have
just
to pay
saying
them. But these
they
aren't
expect
servants.
more now.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Killian, as you give the 2 copper as a tip, they smile, but you see a little disappointment in the tip when they like that little transition as they quickly recover, and they just say, "If you need anything, just wave us down. It's quite busy, but we'll get you
what about-
anything you need."
Some ale?
Smell? Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's yeah. No, that tracks.
Whistles back to the bar. Edgar, the male halfling owner of this, pours one, slides it down. She grabs it and hands it to you, and then she's like, "Good," and goes off to serve.
And before she runs off, I'll hand her a silver.
Excuse me, Miss Halfling.
Yes. Yes.
Where might one buy an abacus?
A what?
An abacus?
A what? What is that?
An abacus.
Abacus.
It's one of those. It's a wooden thing with these beads on these dowels, and you slide them over and you count with them. Have you seen those before?
It's for a math. Yes, calculations.
That's what he's
Oh.
looking for. Do you know if it's stores that have something like that?
Oh, I mean, you can probably find that down in the market, to be honest. I mean,
I
I've
would have
never
a
used
stock
one,
to make
so.
Gideon.
It's okay. Not many people do.
All right. And as
Yes, if you do not need to count more than you have toes, you do not need one.
she'll turn and put her shoulder, or her hand on Killian's shoulder and say, "Thank you. Anything you need, you just, I got you."
I need an abacus.
Thank you.
And she'll,
Figuring we'll check for one on the way.
and she's off
Yeah.
doing her rounds.
Killian's got a
Except-
girlfriend.
It's called being pleasant.
I did not find that pleasant.
You say that always.
All right. So you guys eat. You have your drinks, whatever you choose. Anything you want to do before Arlen's? Let me put it that way.
We are
This figurine want to get his abacus first.
Yeah, we want to hit the blacksmith, and then we'll go to see if we can find an abacus on the way.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me.
and this whole time, figurines like a, I feel like not a quill, but maybe like a piece of charcoal or something you can write with that's convenient. Sharpened charcoal, and he's just making notes and he's just writing things down on a little piece of paper.
Cyrus, do you want a cape or something? You're very visible.
Oh, yeah. You guys might have noticed.
Yeah.
I can fly a little bit.
I
Yeah,
can
I-
also fly.
We weren't going to
That's
say
not it.
anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I was out for my run and I saw you. I was gonna toss pebbles, but you went by too fast. So
I would
We
say
can try that later.
Killian, Celeste, Cyrus, you also notice at this point in time in the inn that there are a couple tables that are visibly pointing to Cyrus and having hushed conversations like they are gossiping in middle school at the moment.
All right, that's a little rude, but
We could
I mean,
put a stop to it if you want.
no, I don't care that much, to be honest.
Killian will slowly put his warhammer back in his belt.
I didn't even realize. Yeah, no, it's not that big of a deal. Is there? Can I like fold them to like? Is it uncomfortable if I do?
No.
Or
I think if anything, it just feels awkward to you. You know, there is
Okay.
an adjustment period to being completely fluent in your body now
Sure.
because you do have these with you.
Yeah, then I will. I'll fold them up as much as I can currently. And yeah, put my cloak over him. It's probably a little. Looks like I have a hunchback, but
Yeah. Just at the probably just like a hunchback because you got little bat wings, and
At least now they'll say you have bad posture and not a freak. I mean,
okay.
have wings.
Is that what you think? That's
You know, I heard some people like doing like the disguise magic to. I'm not saying anything. It's just different.
that just seems like a lot of wasted magic.
I personally think they're fucking sick.
You would.
Should I leave them out?
I
Are they
wouldn't
ill?
recommend that, but
Oh,
Maybe at night.
okay. I'll hide them for now, and I'll put my cloak on. A little sad about it, but
all right.
So, real quick before we head out, do you know how they showed up?
Yeah. Was this expected or unexpected?
unexpected. Very unexpected. Woke up with them. So I would say very unexpected.
Is that normal for a tiefling of
No.
your variety?
No, it's not.
I know the devils that tieflings are from have wings and stuff, but I didn't think it. I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah, no, normally we don't. So this is kind of new for me as well, to be honest.
you're not possessed, are you? And I'll nudge him.
Would I tell you if I was?
Or maybe he's becoming more than just part devil.
I don't think I'm becoming a devil or anything like that. No,
Well,
Just
if you do,
picking, we're
just
just fooling around.
if you do, just let us know so we can,
We can be on your good side.
nip it quick.
Oh, or just sure, we can kill our friend. Fine, it's fine.
yeah, I'll let you know if anything changes.
Sure. We're good to go.
As we're kind of like all walking out, I do want to pull Figurin inside and just can we talk later?
We are talking now.
More private later, less ears around.
Acceptable.
Okay, thanks. We'll find the time later.
There
Right.
is always time. It is one of the few absolutes.
This is true. And I'll go to catch up with everyone else.
All right, you guys walk out. Pardon me.
If possible,
Yes.
as we're walking out, the group that was kind of snickering at him, is it possible to kick my boot into his chair to see if it...
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you do that, they you see a slight change in their skin tone. Their mouths go shut. Their eyes go big. They don't move, and they just sit there like extremely intimidated.
I want to try and knock the stool out from under him as I go by. So I'm trying to
One
do.
of them. All right, go. Give me an athletics. All right.
That would be a 13.
All right. Yeah. So like, it's like you kick it out from underneath him, and it hits like it's one of those like corner wrap things just before you leave, where the stool like kicks out, but they're nimble and like not trying to show you up, they just grab it on the back side, like after it hits the wall, and grab the chair. And it doesn't look like they moved at all, and they're just trying to be as straight faced as possible.
I'll just lean into. Sorry, I'm very clumsy. We make a lot of mistakes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Have a good day.
Fred.
You too, and I'll put my hand on his shoulder and then just. I assume I reach up a little bit, but
It's a halfling, but it's
okay.
Yeah. Actually, you realize now most of the people in here at this time in the morning are halflings, and they're eating another breakfast.
First time I've ever felt tall.
They're having second breakfast.
Yeah, that
But
they
not
are.
11Z's, not yet.
It's not there yet. All right, you guys head out of the inn, back down the main road. You can see that dive bar off. Like as you exit, you can see it like back across the road from where you are. But you head down back into the entrance of the village and take a left. And a couple minutes up, it starts to open a little bit. The river opens up, and you can hear the not rapids, but like a rushed water on rocks and banks. And it also starts sprinkling on you. The clouds have come in, and it's very overcast. And off to like the southwest, it looks really dark. Like there's a storm coming this way. But within that, the first building that you come across is actually a stoned L-shaped building with a forge outside of the building, but underneath a tarp protecting it from its elements. You can see a mountain dwarf, or a hill dwarf, a hill dwarf, tending a bellow and giving directions to a tall, thin half-orc who is just hammering down on what looks to be a massive axe. And you can see a male human, younger, probably an apprentice, holding the blade with these huge leather gloves and like flipping it around, and these three just working in syncopation as they're crafting a great weapon.
Gideon, do you know that Dora?
Now you're sounding like Otto.
I don't know you all know each other.
I don't believe I
true?
do. We can go find out.
I do.
I'll walk up to the dwarf.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Hey there. How's it going? It's nice to see you, All right. This is going to be a good day. He turns around, looks at his group, he says, keep it going, and he gives a couple directions, and you see as he spins back around to engage in conversation, his left leg has it was amputated at some point, and you can see this metal foot contraption come down, and he just kind of hooks the bellow and pushes it down, and then brings it up. And as he's having this conversation, his left leg is gonna go up and down as the fire needs. Well, hey, so Hey, Doran. Doran, nice to meet you. What's that?
Killian, and I'll go out and shake his hand.
Yeah, he grabs your forearm. You know,
Of course.
grips it
Standard.
fucking strong. Looks at you. Oh, yeah. You got a bit of a familiar feel to you. Nice.
It's nice to see someone else.
Yeah.
Not often. I feel so tall in a village.
Yeah. Just be lucky the you know the mountain guys. You know, from Stone Rot, they're not here now, so it's not as chippy when they're around. They
Oh,
mean
yeah?
business.
What are they like?
Yeah, they're just fucking dark and deep and, you know, miserable because they don't value, you know what I'm saying? So,
Some good old-fashioned weather.
yeah. Hey, so what can I do you for?
I need an abacus.
I don't think this is the place for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
The
what weapon were they
apprentice the apprentice chimes in, and you know he's the young human, and he's like, "Oh, you get one right down there. She's very nice. Her name's Sarah. Just across the way." And then you know Doran kind of looks back at him with the whole "get back to work," you know, don't chime in dwarf look. Looks back at you, Killian.
What before I can't say anything, what weapon were they making?
They're
Can I tell?
they're making this seems to be a very well forged great axe that they're making, and the half orc like it looks like for someone of his stature, although he's a little lean, you know, he's probably the step above the apprentice. You know, he's a journeyman blacksmith, but he's the one dealing with the heat, so he's a little thin, but it's huge, and it looks awesome. And you know, actually, your passive perception's stupid high now, right?
Yeah.
17.
It's 17.
So you see every time the hammer he brings down and it makes impact, little dwarven runes like are beaten into this, and that you notice as like, you know, Doran corrects that the apprentice and spins around. You spin around and you see just one rune in the head, each side of the head of the hammer that they are using. You recognize this as like a strength rune, and they're just crushing down. And it, like, you guys come up, probably not Killian, but everybody else, it's hot. To the point where, like, the linen like the canvas that's covering this area, like, as the rain's hitting it and the sounds are happening, it's sizzling right away. And the bottom side of the canvas is, like, almost tarnished, like that black brown, just from abuse, from the actual heat that this is making.
I'm gonna walk over to Killian as he's talking. I'm just gonna playfully punch his shoulder and say, "Hey, did you find your sixth cousin twice removed or something?"
I don't think so. Are we related, Doran? Just
Nah. Well, you know what? I'd rather be related to you than any of the other ones, so I'll chuckles a little bit.
speaking my language.
You know, it's
That's
just a little dwarf brotherly love, and he's roughly the same age as you.
That's a nice war axe you're making there.
Yeah, crafted. It's nice.
I can tell. Nice dwarven runes in it. Anyone in particular you're making that for?
Hey, keep it down. I don't talk about their secrets here. You know?
They don't know. They've never seen a forge in their life.
Well, we got the Ironhide Vanguard popping through here at some point in time. Usually they have some brutes. They'll get drunk at the inn, come down and waste their money. Well, not waste, but pay too much gold for things, and we just make sure we have proper weapons for them, because as much as we embellish in their lack of endurance, you know what I'm saying, we still want to have a name to uphold.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Then I'll take a little swig from my flask and offer him some.
Yeah. Oof. He'll taste this, and he makes eye contact with you as he tastes it. And it's probably the moment where the Ironhide, or not Ironhide, sorry, the Iron Foot. You look, and it says Dorian Ironfoot Blacksmith. You know the Ironfoot product, as it is also from your home. And he says, This tastes familiar. Are you you got some keg bender?
Thought an Ironfoot would recognize it.
Huh. All right.
I should have introduced myself, Killian Kegbender.
Oh,
And
Dorian Ironfoot. Well, it appears we may be cousins second removed, and he'll look at the drow with like
less.
a little bit of teeth showing.
All was correct.
So, now this is a day. This is a way to start out today. What can I do you for? What are you doing here, keg bender?
Honestly, we're just kind of passing through and decided to stay the night, and it's really about it. Our friend signed up to play some music later for some reason. Got a discount at the inn, but really one of the things I wanted to do was see if I could source some honey. And then I heard about your blacksmith shop, figured I'd stop by.
You know, I know the Whitleafs. They've been struggling with honey recently, so I don't know, maybe
April had mentioned that.
Yeah, they're just about a mile up. You know, break the village. They got their apiary over there, the Honeybrook. Yeah, they make tremendous mead. But I gotta tell you, lately, it feels a little thin, you know, watered down, stretched out.
A lean in. Trade secret, they're definitely thinning the product. You can tell.
Well, the price hasn't changed. Although, buy local.
Of course it hasn't.
You know, right? That's the phrase that's going around now. And I'm a local guy, so.
Oh my god! Otto spills out and just rolls onto the ground.
Sorry, Otto, I forgot to take you out of my pocket.
Hold on. I don't even think that matters. I gotta figure this shit out.
I told you. See? In the pocket. Watch.
No, right.
In my pocket.
I believed you.
Oh my god, they're multiplying.
Yeah.
Yes, and they do know each other. They're related, Otto.
Oh, I figured. Are you guys cousins?
Well, we haven't quite figured that out, but Doran, this is Otto.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Maybe
sorry.
don't shake his hand.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Plainer sickness.
As you pull your hand away,
And dizzy.
as you pull your hand away, he'll just put his big dwarven mitt on your shoulder and tap you a couple, you know,
Okay. Okay. Yep.
All right,
We're
so
touching it.
hey, I'd love to have more chats. Maybe I'll swing by tonight at your friend's performance. But is
More
there
than welcome.
anything I can get you? Help you with?
Yeah. Wait. You
This
guys
little
have
fella.
anything? You have anything like? I'm just gonna hold up 2 different board tubes made of brass, but I need them in a harder metal. You got any? You got any tubing? I need exact measurements, just like this, furled if possible, and then just just cut it to length. I guess I'll. You got anything like that? I'm looking for anything stronger than brass. You got like steel or I mean iron. Preferably not, because I'm not real good with taking care of things in rust. You got any good alloys that you could?
He's gonna shift his head from Otto to Killian and be like, "This guy's with you." Hey,
It's a long story. Trust me, I'll tell you later when you stop by.
what's your price range? We could certainly do something up.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
How much money we got on it?
Collectively?
Yeah, everyone.
I mean, I have 16 gold.
No,
Oh, I got. Wow,
Yeah, pretty broke over here.
I've got way more than all of you. But to be fair, I also take care of Figurin's gold for him. I'm sort of.
So he won't miss it.
Figuran needs that for spells and my advocates.
I know. That's why I take care of it. I keep it aside. It's sort of like in its own escrow, but it's just a pouch, another pouch on my belt. Let's say I've got some gold.
All right. I'll tell you this. I can smith it in iron for 5 gold. I can do it with more durability for 25 gold. And I can, and I'm only saying this, and he talks more to Killian than he does Otto.
I expect that.
I
Thank you.
do this with some mithril infused for 100 gold.
What if, hear me out, what if I gave you some assistance in making this? Could we maybe work on a deal?
Well, I mean,
I'm well trained.
oh yeah, I say if you want to help, not only do I appreciate that, but I appreciate that. We could cut mithril infused ones down to 50 with 4 stout dwarf arms.
How much for just some raw mithril? Untainted or tampered with.
Hold on. All right.
If it helps, I trained with Thora Steel Axe, if that makes a difference.
Oh, the steel axe. Yeah. Yeah, we know them.
A little bit of a competition, I guess, but
Well, secret? We provided them with all of the stuff. We made it right. It's like when you get handed raw shit, I can make good shit out of it. They get handed good shit and make decent shit out of it. So,
who do you think had to do the pickups?
oh yeah? Hold on. Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Alright,
put you on the spot.
Yeah,
I want to.
I
I want
don't
to take.
actually know the cost of mithril, so.
No. I want to take my
Gotta
group
make it up.
aside. I want to take my group aside. I'd be like, look, guys, I have 33 gold in total. However, at least a third of this is actually figure. So regardless, I am well below 50.
Figuran also has 32 gold that he has not given you, but that is
Jeez.
Figuran's.
By the gods, Figured, I love you, you crazy, scaly MFer. But I don't really want to take advantage of any of you. And let's fucking meta aside this. Say I get the iron. Like, would it effectively be any different than the mithril barrel? Is
Probably
our
not.
DM gonna punish me for this? Are we dumping a lot of gold into narrative BS because it sounds fun?
What was the second material?
So pretty much what he said is he can make a standard barrel for you. He can make a upgraded standard barrel, or he can make an infused barrel that's infused with mithril. And he'll say, about an ounce is 30 gold, which is what we use for the infusion. And I got to be honest, we're down to probably our last handful of ounces before we get another run through. So,
Otto, I think you should just go for the iron one. I think that is an acceptable material, strong, durable, but malleable and affordable.
I don't think it would hurt to go with the upgraded. Not the mithril, but
Sure,
I
sure,
mean-
yes.
So you think you guys maybe I should go the mid range? I can afford the
mid-range.
mid range, but I'll be spending
Google.
a third of Figurin's money that I didn't realize he had his own, but I've been holding on to it. So Fig, if you're okay with this, I'm not much of a metallurgist, I'm afraid, but I do know that like
literally-
I'm about to.
I will consider it a loan, Otto.
Fan alone. But okay, because I have no other choices. Yes. Good sir, cousin of Killian, I offer you 30 gold pieces.
30's way more.
Wait, no, what did he need for the I thought we were doing the mid-level.
How much was the mid level?
how much was the mid level?
I thought it was third. I thought the
I thought I heard it was like
boost
15.
Yeah, wasn't
No,
it
the
15
mid-
with my help?
Yes.
Oh, that's
The
right.
mithril
with your
was-
help. You're right. All right, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
the mithril was.
Yeah. Okay,
15.
so 15.
15? All right.
And Figuran will buy an ounce of your mithril.
All right. Goes back, grabs a nice, like, little, like, coin purse, leather pouch. $30 gold. Let me write that down.
And you 30 gold, and I pocket that mithril.
All right. Hold on one
Fig
second.
just didn't want you to use the mithril, so he could buy it.
Otto's gonna show Fig yet another design, also on vellum, showing the two. We'll call them rounds for the sake of this, but they're charges, essentially rechargeable crystals. But I need something that will fit within this new caliber, and I'm hoping that it's not as much as what we previously thought. But I still need them to fit within the confines of this crucible.
All right. I think with We can do that, right?
I know, I certainly can.
All right.
Never heard the
Anything?
Iron Foots to back down.
Anything else that you're looking for?
What do you have just laying around? Anything?
I got long swords. I got short swords. I got hammers, daggers, axes. I got.
I'll kind of turn
Yes.
him aside from the rest of the group and be like, what do you got for the dwarves? Come on. And if possible, can I use my background feat,
Okay.
Oh,
which is the respect of the stout folk? So any place that there's dwarfs, they will try their best to either find us accommodations or assistance.
Okay. Ugh. Let's see here. I got a few things, and it'll take you into like past the canvas door into his actual stone building, and you see 5 items that look infused with time. The first one you probably don't want. This is just a dagger. I got a flame forge on trade. This is, and he goes up and he like touches the top, like almost palms this little amulet that looks like a toy, right? Or not amulet, anvil. He palms it and it shoots up and it's red hot.
Oh,
Yes. This is I mean, if you like making toys, this speeds things up. Honestly, I wish I could use it, but I gotta make my money.
fair enough.
The next one that you see is a small, delicate amulet that's made of mithril. And you notice the rune in it is dwarven and made and stands for hearth, like your constitution. This one, this is a boost to your body. Over there, I got some tonks. They're fireproof. Pretty awesome. Kind of useful. And then he like slides a door in, pulls out this black steel warhammer.
Oh,
This is not only infused with our ancestry, but it is also bound with the earth. It's unbreakable, I tell you. It's quite a heavy hitter, but it is also pricey.
what?
what are the prices on the hammer, forge, and amulet?
All right, the anvil forge is 120 gold pieces. The mithril amulet is 150 gold pieces, and the warhammer is 300 gold pieces. And it's amazing. Like, just to flash through all the books and history, the runes that are laced in this. It's quite a feat making a regular basic item that has extra power. This is multiple forgers with months of time into this.
Mind if I take a look
Yeah,
at the hammer?
sure.
Just swing it around a little bit.
So you pick it up and you feel like this, like not electric, 'cause it's not electric, but like this humming vibration connection to it. And as you move it around, you notice like in the floor where stones are displaced a little bit and there's a little bit of earth, vines just start growing up and around it. And like it feels unique and beautiful and powerful.
Doran, this is impressive.
Yes, it's probably my best piece of work to date. But
I can see why. It's
Yep.
excellent craftsmanship, and
Killian, are you thinking of getting it?
I'd love to, but I think it's more important if I get some armor first. As much as I would love to use this, if you know what I mean.
I gotta be honest, armor, I don't know if I have much more than what you have now. You know,
That's all right. I more wanted to see, what you had for my group here, and if there was anything of interest to them. I know the forge would definitely come in handy, but
it's a pocket forge. It's pretty neat. Weird magic, but it's functional and it works well.
I'll be honest, I'm quite curious about it, and I can't even use it.
Killian,
yes.
what's the difference you're missing to get that thing?
Oh, like 285 gold?
Oh, just short.
Just short.
I'm gonna pull out the knife, the dagger that I got from the other realm.
Yeah.
Would you appraise this for me and tell me how much it's worth? Or give me your best guess. It's ancient, I know that, but
If we're gonna sell some stuff, I've got a just plain old hand crossbow and some bolts too. I mean, that's gotta be. Let's put it towards the Killian fund.
He gives Killian the eye, like, really, you're bringing crossbows
Look at
to the gun shop, like.
I'll
Push
just point
past.
to Otto, just
He'll grab a work cloth and grab the dagger from you, Cyrus. He won't touch it and put it down. And he's like, "Yes, it's dark, but it does have a value." Picks it up, looks at it. I say 75 gold. It's worth.
while he's
I'm gonna put
hold on, while he's
my-
looking at that, can I insight check him as he's taking a look?
Yeah, go
Just
for it.
see how his reactions are.
Yeah, feeling them out. Cyrus, what were you saying?
I'll put down my last 35 gold and Killian, if this is gonna help us and help you, I think it's worth it.
While this is
that's
happening,
100 gold there, so if he's willing to do a trade.
As much as I appreciate it, I only rolled a 14.
I mean, I think that your gut's telling you that this is an honorable blacksmith.
Okay.
He has a few of the items that he showed you are very basic, as
Yeah.
far as enchantments, but there's value in the ones that you picked out. Um, he's not
Okay.
misleading in any way, and he's giving you a fair price. A
Okay.
very fair price.
While this is happening, I just want to do a double check on laces or not. My gut's on the lace.
Oh, these guys are laced up.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Now, Cyrus, as much as I appreciate it, I still think it's maybe a little too much for right now. Um, our money could probably be used elsewhere. But if
Even
possible, we'd
yeah.
love to come back.
Well, and cousins joke and all. I would love to, hold things for you, but if a buyer comes, money, gold is gold. So,
Totally understandable.
but
Who knows? We might come into some money soon, hopefully.
So there's not some kind of like layaway plan where we could put some down and then
no,
we could preserve it. And...
Doran
No.
just,
Yeah.
he's a little odd. He doesn't fully
he'll,
understand.
he'll kind of guide you out of this, and it mainly to check on the current forging of the battle axe that is going on outside. He's been away long enough. Sorry, guys. Got work to do. 2 days, little man, and I'll have a couple barrels for you to your you know, specifications. Anything else?
We appreciate it, Doran. Be sure to meet us at the bar later, maybe?
Yeah. I think
One
I
for
like
the road?
I like that. Take it. Looks back and he's confused at how this is, consistent. So we got to take a break.
Yeah.
Is there any shopping that you want to do real quick before we go to break where I can just
Damn it.
price it out? And
I just need my abacus.
I covered my shit. I think we can get an abacus pretty quick.
Yeah.
And honestly, if we RP it, it's gonna go long.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm good. I don't need to. I just need an
right.
abacus.
all right,
I'm doing a
here.
lot of calculations.
Okay.
Right to Arlen, then.
All right, I am gonna take us to break. We'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Andy, you're muted.
Andy, you're
Yeah,
muted, man.
All right,
totally
so
monologuing to yourself.
yeah. Anyways, you have your meeting with Doran. You find an abacus for Figrin. There's other vendors that look intriguing, but not as important as the time that it is, since you've spent a little bit more than you planned on at the blacksmith. You do notice one stall, one merchant stall with the banner of the Honeybrook Apiary over it that is not manned. Nothing is there. But the market is bustling as you guys shift your way towards Arlen's. Is that where we're going now? Or is there anything you want to do before there?
No, I think.
All right.
We're
Alright.
going to Ireland.
Yep. So as you make your way to the Brightwood Manor, you come across on the west side of the village a few blocks, clicks outside of the village. You come across this stately 2-story house that's nestled in the northwestern edge of Willowbrook. The house is built from local stone and dark polished wood, giving it a sturdy and elegant appearance. Ivy creeps up along the stone walls while flowering vines wind through the wooden trellises framing the front entrance. The cobblestone path leads you up to the before that there is a wall that you guys find a path, and you go up to the wall with like a little archway and flowering vines, and you guys notice, like, embedded in a piece of stone, the hidden veil. The hidden agents. Sorry, fuck. I went back to 1996. The hidden veils, or hidden. Fuck. I'm fucking it up now. Anyways, you see like
I couldn't love this more.
it's all the same now, right? I didn't realize that until this moment.
What no one knows is he's plugging a band that we were in high school.
Yeah. I did. I didn't notice. But just the Veiled Agency's logo in like a wrought iron piece, a little circle piece about this big. You guys notice. You go up to the doors, and Arlen opens as you guys approach, and you can see the mid-50s human. Hey, welcome. All right, you came. That's good. Come on in. As you walk into the entryway, it's not like a royal manor, but one that is kept as someone cares about keeping their home. Killian, as you come in, you notice a bench with a shoe rack underneath it, and you see a couple pairs of shoes that are very well kept, and a couple pairs of shoes that are not kept up. Arlen moves you into this center room that has a chandelier with arcane lights flickering over its blue and orange, and he says, "Well, if you want to set anything down, this is the place. We can talk in the dining room. My cooks are working up some food and drink for us. please make yourself comfortable. And he'll like let you put your gear down and converse and like go into the dining room, and you see him talking to a couple humans, like wait staff in there.
Oh my god, it's a good thing we didn't eat yet, right? Am I right?
Arlen, how many people are here besides the staff?
Oh, there's just me. I'm not married or, have any children. Gotta love that time with the Vald Agency.
I think we can all relate to that, but I'll be honest, I don't understand any kind of mayor that could get elected without a wife and children.
I do not relate to any of it.
Oh, I wasn't really elected. I was appointed.
Now we're talking.
So, it'll be about 5 minutes till food's ready, but you guys can come on in whenever you're ready.
Look, I'm heading in. So, Arlen, can I call you Arlen? We're obviously on a mission. How much communication do you have with Central Office? Are you keeping them apprised of what we're up to?
Here, and he ushers you all in and sits you down and gets some fucking drinks for you.
Before we head in,
Yeah.
can I just nudge Celeste and I'll just kind of lean into her. How many pairs of shoes did you count in the front?
Oh. How many shoes did I How many shoes did I
The same, but it's for Celeste. It's the second take when you notice that.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot for one person, but
Yeah, I mean, how many servants or service people did we see? Was it just a couple?
I don't think they'd be putting their shoes there though.
What type of shoes were they? Wait.
That's what I'm saying. Were they laces or were they just?
No, that's not what I even think about. If they're nice shoes or if they're just walking shoes.
Well, half were well taken care of, some, and then others weren't so well. But
got company.
Just keep an eye out. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't fully trust Arlen.
Okay.
He's coming back.
Yeah. He brings you. Just come sit down. So, I know I've had recent contacts with Central, whatever that you said. I knew that there was a group, which I'm assuming is you, moving north. I gotta be honest though, I'm a few years retired from my commitment with the Vald Agency. That's when I was appointed mayor of Willowbrook.
That's great news. That means that there is an end game for all of this. There is an exit plan. We're not all going to die, maybe some of us, but it does mean that some of us can also move on into, our chapter 3.
My fear is I'm going to request your assistance. And I, my, I guess my fear is you saying no, but there is real evidence of a danger that is facing our village.
I don't allowed to say no. Figured we allowed to say
What danger do you speak of, Mayor?
Well,
And why would that be a priority over our current task?
you heard about missing boys, yeah?
We've heard.
we did.
We've
I even
told
wrote it
us.
down in my journal last night.
They, against my wishes, were sent to Silent Pines and haven't returned.
Why was it against your wishes?
You see him pause for a second. Killian and Celeste, you pick up a slight movement of his head towards a door that's like tucked in, not the saloon style to the kitchen, but there's another door tucked in there. Well, I just have, after 20 years with the agency, you gain certain intuitions, certain feelings, senses. And I don't think we should have sent over without substantial backup or guard.
And
We haven't
it
heard.
was the agency that sent them?
No, it was the brewers. You see, Silent Pines gives us certain herbs and spices, uh, and we haven't heard from them in some kind of regularity in a few weeks. It's been about 6 days since the boys left, and they haven't returned. And honestly, it's a couple day travel if you're taking it easy.
And you wish to hire our services to retrieve the boys.
If I must pay, I could probably come up with some. But honestly, when I noticed you guys, I was hoping that maybe this investigation recovery would be done for the good of the agency, helping out an old guy. You know, Celeste and Killian,
not.
as you see him, say the end of that, he looks back to that direction again.
Arlen, what branch of the agency were you with?
Oh, hold on. I ended with the Shadow Wardens. We were, interrogation and diplomacy. Hence is why I think I got appointed to here.
Celeste is gonna give Killian the subtlest little nod, and then I'm gonna casually under the table or whatever, cast minor illusion of like pans being dropped in the back hallway, like crashing pans.
Okay. Yeah, he looks over there.
When he turns, I cast invisibility on myself and I peace out to that door.
Everything okay? Turns back around. You know, you see him as he turns around. There's another set of plates that he like puts on, like a armor or something. So, apologies. Where were we?
We were discussing our fee to divert from our current task.
Well, he'll sit down.
Well. Wait. Fig. This is a fellow member of our organization.
And he
Maybe
understands the importance of an assigned duty.
Of course. And I will not argue that. And I will also not argue the fact that we need a lot of money. We need
Agreed. We are very
so
broke.
much. We need many resources. But look at this town. Do they have the resources for us? And yes, we could squeeze them a little, but
Very much.
We could squeeze them a lot.
well,
Agreed.
it just feels like maybe we could squeeze someone else for more.
But why not squeeze
shouldn't
them both for more?
We go straight to those people then, and not waste our time here.
That's fair too.
I'm
don't-
totally checking out that door while they're doing this chit chat session.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation roll.
Yeah.
Arlen will chime in your little conversation and say, well, I can get gold if that's what you seek. I probably can get more favors from the locals, more credit. As, you know, we used to be a main stop in the timber trail, but it seems lately Halstead is garnering a lot of that, and that's because we don't have closed-in walls, and it might be because we've had a couple of instances of our residences, our patrons falling into dreams or nightmares, and a few of them, both local and traveling, unfortunately, he does a nodding bow to them, have perished.
Guys, do you think this could be related to why we were sent out here?
People are having dreams and dying from them.
It's a small percentage, but yes.
This is very
Well,
exciting.
perhaps it goes back.
I think we should take this job.
Is this... Arlen, does
I'd
this have
be
anything
for
to
it.
do with Silent Pines?
You see him
Why there?
put his head down for like a long second. In that second, what's your investigation
It was
roll?
a 17.
17.
Nice.
Okay, it is locked.
Okay. I don't have like thieves' tools or anything.
Punch it.
I mean, like totally just.
I do.
Yeah, but you're not invisible right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's an
right.
issue to deal with later.
Okay, wait. He was looking at the door, so I'm just going to lightly knock on it.
I don't know if this will help, but if I hear it with perception or something, can I like?
Roll me a perception check.
I am very interested in your supernatural dreams that are killing people.
That's a 24.
24. Okay. All right. In that moment, you hear like Celeste gently knocks, and you caught where she was, and notice that she's not there anymore. Ah! Help! Me! Not again! Just
Oh, this is perfect.
very faintly. Very, very faintly. These voices. Figrin. But the door is locked. Alright. Let's go back to the table then. Back to the table. We got you guys. Arlen will be like, yeah, we've had a few people. You know what? Man, fuck this shit.
Mostly visitors or residents?
It's we've had more residents because we have more residents than visitors lately. Most people just pass through, hit the market, and go to Halstead with their walls. And, well,
I'm going to look to my group. Has anyone experienced terrifying nightmares since we've been here?
No, but I do have a lot of great ideas about building walls. And so what I'm thinking is...
Anyway, Arlen.
You were saying, fuck. Chance, I can't remember your name.
Cyrus.
Cyrus, you were saying Cyrus?
Oh, no terrifying nightmares.
All right. That's prolonged proximity.
I need your help. I have abilities, but I don't have competent people.
The Grand is interested in help.
I don't think that I can't go with you. I can't leave the village because I'm sure you saw as you came in, people are starting to feel the pinch. And, I got to do my best at keeping the spirits up here. Because if we don't have people, we don't have visitors, and then we don't have anything. And it's just part of it. I can only imagine. I can only imagine that the Umber Dream are involved in this.
No?
Come on, don't play coy with me. If you guys are with the Veiled Agency, you've heard of the Umber Dream cult?
Yes, of course.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something else. What they haven't told you yet is the great unraveling is upon us. It's imminent.
Right.
Arlen, when you say imminent, Is that why there's someone screaming behind the door behind you?
All right. So, I'm going to let you
Oh.
choose. I'm going to let you choose this role. All right? Because I see it going 3 ways. Persuasion, intimidation, or I want to say deception, but I don't think it is. I will let you use your insight if you're trying to use your words as wisdom. Like from I see it either persuading a guy, intimidating a guy, or like trying to connect with a guy to get more information, right?
Yeah.
So, does that make
And-
sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do something as I hear him say that? Can I, while invisible, walk back to be standing behind Arlen? Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm totally gonna do that.
All right. Roll me a stealth check. Because I'm assuming you don't want to be heard, and this is with advantage because you are invisible.
This is. There was screaming.
Hold on. What's your role, and what role did you pick, Killian?
I'd like to do insight. I am trying to
Like,
kind of suss information out of them.
okay. All right.
And I'll roll that right now. Uh, 16.
16. Okay. Hold on here. Let me. Kind of does one of those, he says. Well, I kind of hoped you didn't hear that. You see, my brother Alric used to be mayor of Willowbrook, and a few years ago, he made a deal with some shady individuals to help the better of Willowbrook and the trade route of the timber trail. But to be honest, he was always a little bit more thin-skinned, you know, persuaded, manipulated. That's why I say I know that it's the Umber Dream called in Silent Pines. I know that they are the ones corrupting us to a degree because he's gonna look at all of you. This stays within these walls. Over the past few months, he's gone mad. You think I like keeping my twin brother in the basement? It's heart-wrenching. It's sucking the life out of me, yet I have to be the one that ensures that everything is okay. This is what I know. I know. Hold on. Let me get back to my notes. Back to my notes. For this for 11:21. Alright, come on. Where is it? Hold on. Fuck. I know that just to the north of us lies the ruins of Solara, a descendant of the Moon Weaver. And then it has been told upon the stories that in there is something that can close this darkness out. Just gonna sit back for a second. And what's everybody's passive insight?
10.
12.
17.
16.
18.
18. Wow. So Cyrus,
I just
Killian,
flop out.
and Otto,
No.
as he like sits back in his chair, you know, and he like holds it, and he's being, you feel like he's being completely honest with you now, right? Like this is his cry because he doesn't have a lot of gold to you guys. Sits back and he puts his head down, and you just feel like there's more. Like you still feel, you get the feeling that he's holding out on you.
I'm just going to be looking around at everyone, trying to make eye contact with those who I feel like
Figuring is avoiding eye
Arlen.
contact.
naturally. I'm looking around at everyone but figuring.
We truly are here to help if you need, but if you're not going to give us the whole story, how can we help? It's not all about money.
The land is invested now. No money needed.
We need money, but
Yes,
we
we
don't
need
need
money.
it from you. We're still highly interested and we'll find money somehow.
My fear is Ulrich has been corrupted by the Seeker of Lost Dreams. This is no ordinary foe in a tale. And in my time with the agency, I've learned that these guys, these types, their most powerful chants, rituals come on the night of the waning moon. And that but is just a few days away, friends. My fear is and he pauses for a hard second. You see maybe a slight like tear down his cheek. Edric and Lauren could be the sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice.
Yes, to whatever ritual the Seeker of Lost Dreams.
I
Oh,
must
I get
know
it
what
now.
ritual they are doing. I
How
am.
draconic of them.
I think we will agree to find them. I think first off, we need to speak to your brother.
Well, I trust you.
You do not know us. This is very
Seeing-
unwise.
He'll hesitate for a second, knowing we're understanding your nuances because he's a very insightful and intelligent person. If you want to, just know he is at a deep state of corruption.
All right. Who here is good at lying? Nix, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. You see, Nix this whole time has been with you, but
Yeah.
she's still fighting something.
Yeah.
The grand things. Perhaps if the mayor's brother is corrupted, perhaps Nix could convince him she is also corrupted. Or we will, and he could lead us to wherever such ritual is.
Uh,
A
Ar-
classic honey pot.
Arlen will step in and say, "My brother is not going anywhere, and I trust you."
Not physically, but perhaps with information.
I mean,
With that,
I-
right here. Yeah, hold on. This is it. It's 11:30. This is how the next, like, he stops you guys. Is like you see him understand that you're not understanding what he's trying to tell you about his brother. And he pulls out a key from his pocket, goes over to the door, opens the door, and as it swings open, you can see a set of wooden stairs that kind of curl around, and several dim lights. And as you walk down there, I'm putting. I don't mean to put words. I'm assuming the whole group will follow him as he's trying to describe this.
if possible, I'd like to be towards the front or in the front.
Yeah. And Arlen will as you move up, we are protected. Just don't break the barrier. And you guys step down into this like 10 by 5 foot wide like landing of dirt floor, and you can see this light blue shimmer in between you and the next room, which is an octagonal dirt basement room. And in there you can see a humanoid figure chained to the walls, and as you come down, he like shoots out, and the chains, like that noise of grinding chains hits your ears first, and he reaches out with this like open mouth and these big eyes, and his jaw cocks down a little bit, and these shadows shoot out from his mouth and go into his eyes and out his ears, into his armpits, shoot down through his like belly, and just start wrapping around him. And you see him in this chamber. And we're gonna end tonight's session right there.
Well,
So,
All right.
So, With that being said, I
What? Not a name? I don't even have a name to write down at the end of my notes. I just got to be like Shadow Guy changing the wall.
he told
It's
you
Aldrich.
Ulrich.
Oh, it's Ulrich.
Ulrich.
All right.
Ulrich.
Yes, Ulrich.
The brother.
Ulrin
you.
and Ulrich.
Ulrin and Ulrich.
Yep.
Allrick. Allrick.
Oh, I did Ulric.
But his last name is not Stormcloak, okay? So we have to say it's something else.
Motherfuck. Guys, my notes are all fucked up now.
All right. Well, hey, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us for chapter 15 of the Veiled Chronicles. Noah said he planned on running this weekend, but I still got the feeling like he was indecisive on it. So I'll update as I know. For Saturday's game. For next Tuesday's game, we'll be back here with Arcanus Rebirth and Timmy. So fuck yeah, bitches.
Yeah, see you next Tuesday.
See you
Later.
Oh yeah. And in case we do run on Saturday, just like and subscribe and you'll know.
The notification bell so you can find out.
Boo 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 boo.
And as always, all of this is sponsored by Andy D.
Yeah. Up there in the corner. We got a wicked 20% off sale as we just hit 20,000 minis sold. So we were running 20% off for the next 20 days.
Come get
Bam!
your
Get it. Oh boy.
No, seriously, do it.
Do it.
Get on it.
Do it. It's the first month.
Don't think, just do.
Just do it. Seriously.
Signing up.